In 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, how is it going? Welcome back again. It is me, Lucas LeCobb, and today we are going to be taking a look at an album from Northlane called Mesmer. I recently just got into these guys, and this album actually dropped quite suddenly. They released one song from it, Citizen, the first song on the album, and then they didn't really tease anything else. They just dropped the album, which I find for established bands, it's actually working really well these days because it catches people off guard and it kind of almost forces them to listen to it. They don't get tired of it. There's no tease with it. But moving on, I actually recently just got into these guys, and I just recently digested their album Singularity. So a lot of the stuff in here I'm going to be comparing to that album. I did listen to Node a little bit, but Node just bores the crap out of me and I really didn't like it. So let's get back to Mesmer. Now, this album opens with the track Citizen, and Citizen is actually a really good song. It starts off really strong, and it kind of gives you a taste of what you're going to see all throughout the album. You have some screams mixed in there, you have some cleans mixed in, and compared to Singularity, Northlane is a very different band because they lost their lead singer after Singularity, and a lot of they're just an overall different band. Now the direction that they're going is not bad, but it's just very different from Singularity. Now Singularity had this raw power to it, and it was just in your face, and the production was great. But when it comes to Mesmer, I feel like that rawness and that edge is like completely gone. I like the songs. I like how they have cleans in there. When the cleans kick in, it kind of sounds like Red Sea's Fire, which once upon a time when Nolly was in that band, their first EP, they were unstoppable. I love that EP. Kind of sounds like that. But I just feel like the entire so the album starts off really good with Citizen, but to kind of sum it up, in Color Wave, there's this part where it builds up and then it stops, and then when it kicks in again, and like on Singularity, you would have had a bass drop right there, but there's no bass drop, and it needs a bass drop. It needs a bass drop to make it feel full and to get the transition across, and it's not there. And that kind of sums up this album. It starts off really good, and then it goes downhill. Now I tried my best to like this album a lot, but I find like when I got down toward the end and listened to it, I got bored. Like I kind of found like everything sounded the same. Now I know a lot of people love this album, and the album itself is just not bad. I don't understand the direction they did with it. And let's talk about the mix. I find the mix on here to be pretty trash compared to Singularity. Singularity is super clear. I find this one it's weird. It's almost as if the assistant of the main mixer actually mixed this album, because the drums sound clean and clear most of the time, but the snare will disappear sometimes. Especially like when there's a lot of stuff going on, the snare will just completely disappear. And the whole album itself sounds muddy. It sounds like it needs a mid-scoop and it needs a little bit more highs, because it sounds like this the entire time, which it sounds really, I don't like it at all. And I don't know if they tracked the vocals like this or if it was mixed, but you hear the it's almost as if they didn't even de-ess it. Because at times, if I'm listening to it in my truck and I'll hear the pop up being, and it'll be louder than the actual vocals. That should never happen. It's almost as if they completely forgot to de-ess it. So overall, I'm gonna have to give this album a 3 out of 5. It delivered on some areas. The lyrics are cool. I like the ebb and flow. I like how it's not just straight aggression in your face. But I don't like the mix, and I got bored toward the end of it. And I tried to love this album. I did. I tried my hardest to love it, but I just find it's just average. It's missing that it factor, and it just falls flat for me. Overall, what did you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Just let me know what you think about it in the comments down on below. And as for me, I'm gonna have to be out. Peace.